Hi, I'm Anne from Achieve 3000 Philippines, and I'm here to show you what Achieve 3000 is. Achieve 3000 provides the only patented and proven cloud-based solution that delivers daily differentiated instruction for non-fiction reading and writing that are precisely tailored to students' reading level. It starts with a level set wherein it matches students' lifestyle or reading level through a test called level set. This Mordians is from pre-kinder to grade 2, while Achieve 3000 has different versions for each level. For grades 3 to 6, we have Kid B's Access. For Teen B's, we have grades 6 to 8. And for Empower Access, we have grades 9 to 12. It uses Lexile, which is the international measure of reading level. Achieve 3000 has 12 versions of each article, and it offers thousands of articles also with different topics. Only Achieve 3000 offers the so-called 5-step literacy routine, wherein it improves the reading level of the students. The 5 steps are: before reading poll, a student must respond to it; the article or reading the article, doing the activity questions, responding to the after reading poll, and answering the thought question. Also, Achieve 3000 is an online program, and aside from that, it has its online and offline version. It has an app, and hence it can be used anytime, anywhere, and any device. Now I'm here to show you Achieve 3000, the level set, the student account, and the teacher's account. The first time the student will log in to Achieve 3000, he will encounter the level set. This test is made to identify or determine the student's lifestyle. The level set is a closed passage test. The student will have to read the paragraph and then choose the best answer. Okay, let's try. It is adaptive. Let's say that the student made a mistake in that item. The next or the succeeding items will depend on his answer. It can be more challenging for him or easier for him. In that way, Achieve 3000 will determine its lifestyle. There will be around 30 to 40 questions for the level set. Once the student finished answering the level set, he will now have an access for his account. Just a moment. And this is how the account looks like. The student's account looks like. We have here the lesson tray, the carousel, the lesson carousel for today or for this day, the lesson tray, and all the articles that were given or assigned to him. This account can be personalized by changing its avatars. We also have here a mailbox. It is safe and secure, just like the regular mail wherein each student will have to email his teachers or will receive email from Achieve 3000 and exchange email from his classmates. Of course, the students cannot email others outside of the program. With Achieve 3000, a student will be responsible for his or her own progress. We have now the recent update from Achieve 3000 wherein we can see the number of activities we've done at above 75% and our current lifestyle. We also have here the quick access to the Career Center wherein we can check different careers that we might want to get. Each career has its information and the required lexile as well. Now let's proceed to the 5 steps literacy routine in the student account. These are the 5 steps literacy routine and the extension tabs. The first step is the before reading poll. A student will have to respond to the before reading poll by agreeing or disagreeing on this statement. This will activate his or her prior knowledge to the topic. It is also related to the article, and I must say that this is a very important part. So we have here a sentence frame that the student use to aid in starting a sentence. And click submit. Next, we have the article. The article is differentiated for each student. For each article, each student is advised to highlight important information and to apply reading strategies. We have here close reading connection tools that will help us. We have the summarize button, we can generate or ask questions, and we have the setting the purpose as well. This setting the purpose is very important, which is linked to this step 5, which is the thought question. After reading the article, we can now proceed to answering the activity questions. These questions are also tailored to the student's lexile. It has around 8 questions, and each student's goal is to get at least 75% average activity score. Aside from that, each student is also advised to always refer to the article to get the correct answer. After completing the activity, we now have the after reading poll. The after reading poll has the same question or statement as the before reading poll, but here a student can choose or change his stand after answering the before reading poll. But he must cite new evidences to prove his answer. And then his answers will also be posted on the comment box, wherein each of his classmates will be able to see his answers. This after reading poll, by the way, can create discussion among the class, and teachers has the power to delete unwanted comments as well. The step 5 will be the thought question. This is the reading to writing connection for Achieve 3000. There are specific challenges for each student and include your answer. So this will be very specific for the student who has higher lexile. And aside that, it will require students and aside that it will require students to write his response, it will also develop his writing skills. So those are the 5 main steps in Achieve 3000. But we still have here the other tab, which are the poll results, math, stretch article, and stretch activity. The poll results will give information about the votes of the students around the world. Math is another tab wherein we have to also train their math skills, which is related to the article. The stretch article is the higher level and above of the article which we have just read. And stretch activity is the activity question matched to the stretch article. We have here the vocabulary all at this side wherein the students can refer to. Note that the vocabulary is in the stretch article is different from the article. We also have your extras like maps, puzzles, citations, and rubrics. Now let's move on to the Teacher's Edition. The Teacher's Edition is very helpful for instructional support. Here Here we have 4 sections of the account. We have how to maximize our impact with this edition. We have the lesson section, the key insights for our classes, and a section for celebration and success, wherein we can see our students who ranked worldwide, who has earned the top scorers among other classes as well. Now let's go over each section one by one. Okay. In maximizing the impact of our international edition, it offers how to make our instruction more helpful. In the lesson section, we can see the lessons that will be delivered today, and we have here the quick link for each lessons. We have here a quick link for the curriculum key and standards, and at the back we can see more information about it. The short information about the article, when will it be delivered or end, and what type of lesson it is. Then we'll go over that, more of that later. In the key insights for our class, we can see here a quick overview of the reports. We can also have here quick links as well. There you go. So we will see the students who are completing 2 or more articles weekly, which we should monitor, their average activity score, and updates in the highest lexile, and also the students who are completing the most activities. As I've said earlier, that Achieve 3000 offers a lot of instructional support, aside that it has the lesson plans here and curriculum key. This is also a very helpful tool for us. It has easy features like Ask Achieve 3000, the Help Me button, which can help us, or the quickest way to get the answers in Achieve 3000. And each link in the Ask Achieve 3000 will give us a tour about each part. So there you go, there's a tutorial, even if this is our first time using the Teacher's Edition. So now let's see what kind of teacher's materials are offered here. Let's click a lesson. There you go. These are the resources available for the teachers. We have the best practices videos, the teacher recommendations, and a lot of teachers materials which are, for me, I love the most are the curriculum key, the graphic organizers, and the lesson plan. Curriculum key is a guide, and it is matched to each article from the 5 steps as well. So each curriculum key has a recommendation for the before reading poll, article, activity, after reading poll, and thought question as well. Okay. And then we also have a rubric at the bottom which the teacher can use specifically for each class. Now, since we have a lesson here, I would like to show you how the lessons are assigned to each student. We'll go to the menu, and then under Plan and Schedule, we'll click My Lessons. Although there was a shortcut in one of the 4 sections in the home page, this is also a link to that. So we can see the lessons assigned, the list per day, for the whole week, and for the whole month. But I would prefer to use for the whole month so that I can see all those lessons which I would like. Now to add, these are the lessons assigned to our students. We can definitely remove or add these lessons. To add lessons that we would like, we'll click for Search for more lessons, and then we can filter out the lessons that we would like. Most of the time, what I'm doing is I'm filtering it to reading strategies under content. And there I can filter out what kind of article or lesson I'd have. So let's say that I like to have a site evidence lesson. And then My topic is about animals. Now let me type lions. There. These are the articles with the filter on for citing evidence lesson and linked or related to lions. So let's say that I'll be adding this lesson, Will Railway Harm Park. I'll just drag it to the desired date, and I would want it to be delivered next week. It's not just next week that I would like my students to see these lessons. I would prefer that this article would be seen the whole week. I'll just click the lesson and then edit the start and end date. So there you go. If I'd like to have more information about this lesson, I can just click it and then I can click for the curriculum key, and if I want to view the article, I'll just click the title of the article as well. But if I would like to remove this lesson, I can simply click the start button or the start link and then remove this lesson. Then yes. So there you go. That's how we customize the lessons in the teacher's account. Once our students are done answering these lessons, it will be reflected on under the grade and then student work. But there's a quick link for that, and it's the A+ beside my name. And we can also see how their performance is going as well. This is how we monitor our students' activity with Achieve 3000. On the reports, we have different sections like student work, usage, performance reports, assessment tools, and home communication. And most of the time, the report that I would like to see is how are they progressing towards Achieve 3000's 40 activity usage goal. I'd like to make an emphasis that I always make their target when they're doing Achieve 3000 to get at least 75% and above. And they have to read at least 40 articles in the year. I'll just have to filter what date range and which class. Click the view report, and then I can see which of my students had the most number of activities and who have met the 40 activity goal as well. Beside that, I can see the average of my students. And aside from these reports that I've been monitoring here, I am also taking a look at their performance on their activities. How many of their activities are at 75% and how many are below. And precisely I can see it with the reports, how are my students performing on activities. I'll just have to select the date range as well. When there is a possibility that they have increased their exile, there are those reports found here as well. So we have the reports on how their Excel has changed over time and how are they performing on standards, on reading skills, and other reports as well. And in the assessment tools, these are related to the level set that they have taken. So there are reports. If there are students who has not taken the level set, we can definitely find it here. And if there's a possibility that there was an invalid level set during that time. Also, there are reports of the students who are developing readers and students with decreasing Lexile levels, which we should help our students for that. In the home communications, this is the link from school to home. So we advise our parents to get connected with us. They can definitely view their students' progress with their account. So that's a parent edition account. We normally send them welcome letters and how to access Achieve 3000. Now I'd like to show you the home edition for Achieve 3000. In one of the reports, we have there the home connection, and we can see how the student or the parent can create their login here. So I have already created the account for a parent. Let me go over it and let's log in for that. And this home edition for Achieve 3000 is very important, that, or I must rather say that it's very good so that the parent can monitor how his or her child is doing at home. So this is how the parent edition looks like. It has the same interface as the student edition. We can see here the lessons that has been assigned by the teachers. It has the same steps in the 5 steps literacy routine, but here we can use this account to guide the students, and we can remind our students to, or our kids rather, we can remind our kids to monitor their progress even at home. We can also see the reports from the parents. And just like a teacher's account, we can see how our students or our kids spending their time and how are our kids progressing towards the 40 activity usage goal. We can also select the date range for this report. And rather than seeing the whole students in a teacher's account, we can see the progress of our kid. We can also link one kid to another if we have a second child as well. There we go. And aside from those reports, for the usage, we can also see their performance. So we can see here their performance for the Lexile and their performance on reading skills. You can select the date range. And there we go. Okay. So we can see here how the Lexile of our kids change over time. And it's nice to monitor these reports as well. There are also reports for activities, for the thought question, and like in biology that they have done so far. We can also check out that and how they're doing for those activities. And that's for the home edition. Let's now proceed to the leadership edition by Achieve 3000. And leadership edition is usually used by administrators and principals here in the Philippines. So this, okay. 281. Okay, there we go. This is the leadership edition, and it's like a big monitoring board wherein we can see the overall progress of our students in terms of activities, percentage scores, and others. Let's take a look at it one by one. Okay. Yeah. So we have here the reports that they have for the activities that they've done per week. The average activity score, which is here, it's 57%. The number of students, or the activity per activity range. Their scores on their first try. and we can keep track on their college and career readiness for initial and the current as well. Aside from that, we can also filter out other information, like aside from the activity, we can also see the students with 0 activities up to 80 plus activities. We can also check out here information on the level set that they've done, on their exiles, the logins of the students, and teachers who have logged in during school and outside school hours. Okay, let's check, let's see it. Okay, let's filter out the information by grade level. And we can see that for here, in example here, for the teachers, we're able, the grade 3 teachers has a total login of 40 outside during school hours. We can also check out the trends. How are they doing so far? So let's try to see the trend of their exile measure, how it has increased so far. And that's the leadership edition for Achieve 3000. And to sum it up, I must say that Achieve 3000 has given a lot of data for us. Since we have the student account, we have the teacher's account, for the home edition as well, and we have the leadership edition. So it offers different access per person. Very much accessible as well. So regarding my personals, I would like to share that I'm not really a reading teacher. But since I have Achieved 3000, I started to like reading. And in this past months, we have a lot of activities with Achieve 3000. We have delivered a national competition. We have been watching over the implementation of our schools. We are doing pocket training on how our teachers will be able to use Achieve 3000 on their own as well. We have also tried to demonstrate how to do a lesson with Achieve 3000, because we are having like a traditional classroom here, but we're trying to blend or to have a blended learning here in the Philippines. And we are integrating Achieve 3000 in their class. Aside from that, we have also watching over our worldwide winners. It's a big prestigious for us, or we would love it to see our students be one of these worldwide winners, since there's around 2.9 million users, and being one of the winner there is like a wow for us. And with Achieve 3000, since there are tons of lessons there, and we have here a different curriculum, we are trying to match Achieve 3000 with our curriculum. So we are doing K-12 alignment and looking for lessons. We have also developed our own required reading list, and we push our teachers and students to really use Achieve 3000 to maximize their use. And in this past month, or right now, we are monitoring how they are doing Achieve 3000. We are, simply to say, we are trying to look out for those students who has lower engagement with the program, those who has less than 20 activity, we're trying to push them more. And as of now, that's all we can do. And we're also getting the top scorers. We have developed our own criteria to get the top scorers with the use of Achieve 3000. I must say that it's quite challenging for us, but we love it. We love using the program. It would really improve our reading skills as well. Not to mention that we're second language users of English, but Achieve 3000 helped us to be more of a good reader. That's all. Thank you.